Dear Gurudev, who is controlling the mind? Love from Dayalan. Who is controlling the mind? What a great question. Yeah. When you say control the mind, who controls the mind? When your shirt is all dirty, what washes your dirt? What do you do to wash your dirt? What do you apply?
You take it in the washing machine.
Yeah, in the washing machine, you just simply put it in the machine. What is there inside the machine? Is there water?
Yes.
And then is there any soap? So it is the soap that washes the dirt. Okay. Is soap something clean or a dirt? Soap also is a dirt. That's why you wash that also afterwards, isn't it? You don't leave the soap in the cloth. You wash that also. So, when you want to wash the dirt, you put another dirt. And then let one part of the dirt, which you call soap, help clean the other part of the dirt. And then when you take the cloth out of the water, the old dirt and this dirt in the name of soap also leaves the cloth and remains in the water. That means you need a dirt to take the dirt out. Because purity doesn't have any animosity towards anything. Purity is pure. It will never try to eliminate anything. Because the purity sees everything as pure. Purity sees everything as pure. If you want to see something as dirt, you should have a dirty eye. If you have a pure eye, you won't see the dirt. Because with pure eye, everything is pure. For example, a little child has a pure mind. To that child, everything is pure. A lump of clay, it will put in the mouth. A lump of cake, put in the mouth. A piece of wood, put in the mouth. Everything is equal. Because that is a balanced mind, equal mind. Serene mind. It's not a dirty mind. So it doesn't see dirt in anything. So to see something as dirty, you should have a dirty mind. Because only dirt sees dirt. Birds of the same feather. Yeah. So, when the mind is dirty and the mind to be controlled, you use another part of the mind to do that job. It's not the soul that's trying to control the mind. No, the soul is just a witness. Soul is just there. It doesn't do anything. It simply is. Like God is. That's all. God is all pure. As such, God does nothing. God simply is. I am. That is all. God's name is I am. I am, that's all. Or if you put it in the third person, He is. God is. God is not doing this or that. Then who is doing all these things? Mind. The sum total of all the minds is what you call a cosmic mind. The cosmic mind does all these things. And in the cosmic mind, probably a part of the cosmic mind does things to create problems. Another part of the mind corrects it. I remember in one of the old scripture, they used an analogy. In Tamil language, it's called Pinam Sudu Tadibol. Like the stick that kindles the funeral pyre. When the body is to be burnt, what do? You make a pyre. You collect all the firewood, make a bed of it, put the body, and then put the firewood over it, cover the whole body with firewood. And then when you light the fire, as the fire begins to burn, the arrangement might collapse. It doesn't stay there like that. So then it has to be pushed into the falling off sticks should be pushed into the fire again. How would he do that? He would use another stick. The idea here is that all the sticks should catch fire to burn the body. So to make all the sticks to catch fire, you use another stick to push it in. See? One stick pushes all the other sticks into the fire. The hand will not be used. So you need a stick to stick the other sticks into the fire. Same family, remember that. When you want to cut a wood, you need an axe. What is the handle of the axe made of? Wood again. A wood chopping the other part of the wood. In the political field, it's called the ruling tactics. The fifth columnists, they call it. That means if you want to ruin a country, you go and pick somebody in the country itself. That's why people from other country come in to find out the weaklings who would do things against their own country and teach them to be good spies, and then know all the secrets. For example, if you want to go into an armory or into an arm manufacturing company, all you need is show your American passport. You are an American, you are allowed anywhere, not outsider. So if the American is trained to be a spy for the other country, he can get the information easily. So to ruin a country, you need somebody from the country itself. If nobody is available to betray their country, that country will never be won by somebody else. That's a ruling tactic. Because we have to know the weaknesses of it. If you want to rob a house, befriend yourself with the servant of the house. If you want to poison somebody, befriend the kitchen maid. It's easy then. You can't go into the kitchen and pour something, but the kitchen maid can do it easily. Haven't you heard all these things? Not from the Swami. Yeah. Yes, but whether it is from the Swami or not, these things are happening, is it not? The point here is, if you want to ruin something, you should pick up something from that itself. That's what. Here, to ruin all other firewood, to be burnt into ash, you use another stick and you push it in. And then when everything catches fire, what does this man who attends the funeral pyre do? He doesn't take that stick home. When he makes sure that everything is on fire, he throws that also into the fire. You fellow, come on. And that's what's happening even in countries. First you catch up somebody and promise that when you help me to control your country, I'll make you the king. Read the history. And then when everything is conquered, when he comes, come on, make me the king. You fellow, you betrayed your own country, tomorrow you will betray me. Kill him. Because he served the purpose. The same way. To betray a mind or to clean the mind, you use another part of the mind. The good part of the mind. Because you don't just pick up any stick, a nice, clean looking, which will not splinter your hands. So the same way, take a decent part of the mind, sort of good fellow, good guy, and then with the help of the good guy mind, control the bad guy mind. Once the bad guy mind is almost at the verge of the death, it's a good guy, you are also part of the mind, go back, go. I don't need you anymore. That's what.
The thing I don't understand is when you throw the second stick into the fire, but what throws it in?
What? I never thought that we will have this kind of great sages in the ashram. Boy. Dayalan, you have really defeated me. Oh boy. Gopal, could the camera be zooming on him? I say, you should zoom on him and not me. I am defeated. He is the chief now. Oh boy, huh? That's a good question, Dayalan. Huh? See, none of these guys asked that question. Huh? Who throws that stick, the last stick? But of course, in the analogy, there is somebody who picks up a stick and then goes. But here, it is a good part of the mind itself plays the role of controlling the other part of the mind. And then when everything is controlled, here, my job is over, I am also coming with you because I am also your family. My job is over. I simply stood apart to teach you some lessons, to clean you. Now the job is over, I am also with you. Because when the clean mind functions with the unclean mind, and when the unclean mind becomes clean, what happens? The clean mind joins them and becomes one family. It's not that somebody telling the mind. Of course, in the analogy of the stick, somebody picks up a stick, kindles it and throws it back. Examples have their limitations. It's like we say in India, they used to bring the dog as an example for gratitude, gratefulness to the master. So when somebody is told, hey, you are to your master as grateful as a dog. And so what do you mean by that? I don't have a tail. See, when you bring the dog as an example, only the quality of the dog, not the tail of the dog. Because examples have their limitations. You just take whatever is necessary for the example, leave the rest. So here in this example, the person who uses the stick is simply out of the picture. The idea here is one stick is used to burn the other sticks. Or, in other words, one stick burns the other sticks. The great old lady, Avayar, have used this the handle of an axe as an example to the people who live in the same country or the same family and work against to ruin that. They say, oh, he is called a Kodari Kambu. Kodari means axe. Kambu means the hold, the handle. He is the axe handle. They even nickname a person like that. He is an axe handle. That means he is a cutthroat. Living inside, he is ruining his own family members. So, but in this case, the mind itself functions. Because the mind need not be handled by somebody else. The mind has a mind of its own. The mind can work without anybody prompting it. So, the good mind feels that, oh, my fellow thoughts. The mind is a bunch of big bundle of thoughts. So some good thoughts feel uneasy with bad thoughts. I say, what is this? My own family members, they are so ugly, so dirty like this. I can't allow them to be like that. I have to do something. So you work on them. And then once the work is over, all are clean, say we are all chums. Live together happily ever after. So it's a mind controlling the mind, a good mind controlling the bad mind, and trying to make it a peaceful mind. Or a mind that wants peace, educating the other mind that forgets it and becomes restless and teaches how to be restful. What is the reason for your restlessness? Stay away from that. In a way, the entire spiritual practices is for that. We say spiritual practice. It's not spirit that does the practice. The spirit doesn't need a practice. The spirit never gets contaminated. Even the term self-realization is a sort of puzzling term. Which self realizes itself? Is it a big self or the small little self? The big self never needs to realize itself because it never forgets itself. It's always aware of itself. The pure higher self. So self-realization is not for the pure higher self. Then the next remaining thing is the lower self. So the lower self has to realize itself. As what? I am a non-self. That's all. It realizes itself that I am not the big self. Once it realizes, it ceases its effort. It becomes a humble instrument.